Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel Manifest with Kavita. In my past few videos, I've been talking about self love and how self love is interconnected with law of attraction and how that connection helps us achieve anything that we want in life. But before we get to that stage of mastering self love, we need to go deeper within ourselves and heal all the past traumas and all the past wounds that we have been carrying within ourselves so that we are open to loving ourselves even more profoundly. And today in this video, I'm gonna talk about it. So let's not waste time and dive deep into it. We first need to understand one basic thing, that is, nobody is perfect. Nobody around here has a perfect life. Nobody around here gets perfect things. Nobody around here leads a perfect life. They learn to live their life with the imperfections, and those imperfections beautify their life. And when we start to embrace our own imperfections, life starts to change, and then it suddenly becomes perfect and beautiful. That is what a positive mindset, a positive shift can do to our life. And that stems also from the thought that every individual faces their own challenges. They have their own set of challenges that they go through, and it's not that I go through a lot of challenges and you go through less. It is dependent on how you steer your life. You are the driver of your own life, and how you steer your vehicle will take you to different destinations. Some may be easy, some paths are going to be easy, some are going to be difficult. And when we understand that these challenges are helping us, these tough situations are helping us to grow and evolve and become a better and stronger version of ourselves, then these challenges are something that we begin to love. And when we start to love our challenges and no longer take it as struggles, that's when that positive shift happens and good things starts happening to you. As in, things were always as it's supposed to be, but we accept it, and that's why it becomes more good for us. There is a famous quote that stands out to me by Rumi, and it's, "The wound is where the light enters." It is so profoundly deep, because if you don't go through those challenges, those tough times, those tough situations, those dark periods, how would you value those times which bring you happiness, which brings you light? Everything is in balance in this world. When there is dark, then there is light. When there is day, there is night. All the beautiful creation stems from darkness, like all the flowers, the trees, and everything that you see stems from the soil, which is in darkness. The deep down, the soil within never sees light, but it gives rise to such beautiful creations in nature. So if you feel that you are in darkness currently, then remember one thing: you are going to see light. You are leading in the right direction. You just have to keep going and flowing with whatever comes your way, and you will change your whole situation by just changing your whole perspective, your whole mindset. Because if you do not change that mindset, and if you always want everything to be happy, everything to be normal, wouldn't that be very boring? As in, there'll be no enjoyment. Think about it. Like, even your heart, the graph, the ECG graph is zigzag, and the moment it goes flat, it's dead. And if you're dead, there's no fun in it. Anything flat is not fun. If there are ups and downs, that makes the ride more enjoyable. And once we understand all of these aspects, it becomes easier for us to heal and recognize those wounds and heal it. And the first thing when it comes to healing or recognizing what needs to be done to begin that process of self-love, or begin the process of healing towards self-love, is becoming more aware. What are the stories that you have been telling yourself since childhood? What are those stories that you have been building up in your mind? Or what are those experiences that have led you to thinking in these perspective that things are not right for you, things are not the way it is supposed to be, you are not loved, you are not cared for, people don't give you that attention that you need. All those stories, always, if you go back in time, stems from some situation that you have been through in the childhood. And once you get aware and you understand what those situations were and how you are still carrying those situations even today, will change your perspective. Like in one of my previous videos, I shared that I made up stories in my head, thinking that nobody had time for me, nobody cared for me, nobody loved for me, but they always did. It was just my perspective. But as a kid, you do not understand what is right, what is wrong, what is a good experience, or everything that doesn't feel favorable to you, which you expect it to be different. You take it as a story in your head and you start building up on it, because we are so habitual to see things around us, and if someone else leads a very different life than you did as a kid, then you start to think all these things. And then if you do not share those things, then it becomes even more profound in your head. And once you have that instilled in you, you keep attracting such situations into your life. That's how law of attraction works. So for you to change these situations, you have to change those instilled stories in your mind. Go in there, get aware of it, understand how the pattern was, or what was the pattern that you developed, and try to change that. Then when you go to those situations, that is, I would say, step number 2, when you reach those situations where you see yourself being affected by certain situations, maybe your parents were having a fight in front of you, maybe your siblings always had issues with you, they never cared for you, they never loved you, or they always fought with you, or you were bullied in school, or you were looked down upon at anything and everything you did. When you look at those situations, when you go back in time, when you see your younger self, what would you do if your younger self was right in front of you? Would you show your compassion, or would you be like, okay, and just look at it and just keep staring at that situation? You would definitely show your compassion towards your own inner child, right? That is what is needed. You have to heal your inner child, your younger self, and that will come only with time. You have to recognize all these patterns, write it down, and once you start writing these down, there'll be more stories that you would recognize, and you would want to go back and heal all of those stories. You have to show that love, that care, that affection that you have always wanted. You have to show that love and everything to your own inner self, to your own child, your younger self. Change those situations, and then you see that profound changes that come with it. And when you recognize those situations and you see those people involved, the next step is you have to forgive those people. You have to forgive those situations. You have to forgive your own self for making yourself so vulnerable to those situations around you. Because back then you didn't recognize what was making you so vulnerable, but now you do recognize it. So now you need to change it. And once you recognize, you forgive yourself, you have to let go of those situations. There is no point in holding those situations in your heart, in your mind, because they are only going to bring more such situations to you, and you do not want that. If you want a change in life, you want to change everything, right? You have to change your mindset, you have to change everything that is there around you, and that begins from within yourself and your mind. And once that changes, everything changes. When you do that, the next step would be to learn from those situations. You learn and you apply those learnings and you transform your life. So you learn from these situations. What were the situations that you faced and you thought you were looked down upon, you were not loved, you were not cared for? Learn from these situations. And when, as a kid, probably you reacted to these situations, now you start to respond to such situations. It is no point in living the same traumatic situation over and over and over again and not learning from it. You have to learn, you have to change, and it is up to you how you want to change it. Whether you want to make that change positively, or you still want to be thinking that this is how your life is and that is what you want to continue with. So you learn from the situation and start to respond to those situations and take active measures to change those situations. Slowly you will start to see that you're transforming yourself, that mindset, and because you become so aware of your own thoughts, your own feelings, you start to become more compassionate towards yourself now, and you will start loving yourself more, because every situation that you have faced, whether it was painful or whether it was joyful, it is your experience, and you now recognize what are those situations that you want that make you happy. And then when you start to realize that these are situations that hurt me, you would no longer go to those situations, you would no longer be in those situations. Like, let's say you were in a very bad relationship, a very abusive relationship. Now you recognize the pattern, and now you stop being in that kind of mindset where you gave in at every single point in that relationship. When you stop doing that, because you've recognized and now you know to respond, you've learned from it, you have transformed yourself, now you would never go back to making those same mistakes. And lastly, what is very important in your healing journey is, don't ever compare your pain, your trauma with someone else, or don't give the right to anyone else to judge your pain or your trauma, because everyone has their own pain scale. It depends on your own experiences of how traumatic, how painful your situations have been, and all of that put together will determine your pain scale. So you cannot say that, oh, my pain is much more than yours, and that's why you don't deserve to complain. Everybody has a different set of experiences. They have their own pain scale. Maybe if you have been in a milder situations where it was not so very traumatic, maybe even a breakup or being fired at your job can be very traumatic for you. But if you've been through a lot through the course of time, even the slightest of movement will hurt you. So your pain scale depends on your experiences, and don't judge and don't let anyone else judge your pain. And all of this will help you heal and transform all those traumatic situations and gradually build that love and care that you have always wanted. And you will care for your own self even more when you start being aware, when you understand your own self, when you become compassionate, when you forgive and let go, when you respond to those situations, you learn from it, and then you transform your life. And everything added, once you transform, you change, you smile at life even more, because now you've learned to accept the challenges and you smile and walk with your challenges. You attract more of good things into your life, like the situation, the feeling that you have. So that's why I say law of attraction and self-love go hand in hand. When I transformed, when I recognized all of these patterns in my life and I healed myself, I was able to attract more good things into my life. The reflection that I saw outside was my inner beauty, my inner self, my inner love that was reflected outside in each and every individual that I attracted in my life. And because you become that light, that happy self, everybody wants to be around you, and you would attract only such people, because people who are negative, they're not negative, but their experiences make it like that, and they would be like this person is always happy, I cannot be around this person. So you would never attract those kind of people into your life. But people who really want to change, they'll come to you and seek that guidance and make you, at that point you would be sharing your experiences with them, like the way I am, and helping those who really want to change and transform their life. So this is a process again. It will take time, but the first thing is to start to recognize the patterns that you have developed, and then gradually start healing. And like I said, I would start doing some meditation and affirmation videos which would also help you in this healing journey. But before I jumped into that, these concepts had to be clear in mind, so that when you do those, your slate is clean and those affirmations have space to sit on it. So probably my next video would be something like that. And let me know in the comments below how you like the video, and please do like, share and subscribe, and turn on the notification icon, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, continue to inspire, be inspired, and get inspired along with me on this journey. Love you all. Love and light.